Hey you guys, what's up? It's your boy here. I just wanted to get this off my chest for a bit because it's been bugging me as a wrestling fan. It's just annoying. You guys know I make wrestling videos. I mean, I talk about other things, but I mainly talk about wrestling on this channel. And the reason why I've been lacking in content for so much, in terms of talking about things that pertains to wrestling or whatnot, is because the wrestling world itself isn't really newsworthy. TNA isn't off to much of anything that's good. And WWE Raw, my God, they've been terrible for weeks since SummerSlam. They've been terrible for several weeks. And it's like, when they're terrible and they don't bring anything that's interesting, it leaves me nothing to talk about. The only noteworthy things to me coming from WWE is NXT. And you guys let me know if you want me to do NXT reviews, because I think I might start doing that. And the only other thing that seems to be interesting now is a new Mexican wrestling promotion that's starting up. It's called Lucha Underground. Check them out on their YouTube channel, their promotional video, Lucha Underground. It premieres on October 29th on the E Network or something like that. It's a Spanish network, but it looks very interesting. The video package looks well done. It's got my interest, I will say that. Lucha Underground, check it out on YouTube. But to go back to WWE, they really haven't done anything noteworthy. And I think one of the various problems that WWE is having is this: 1, 3 hours, it's not working. It's not working. I don't care how much USA Network is paying them for that extra third hour. The 3 hours are terrible. We're almost going on 2 years since Raw's gone for 3 hours. We're almost going on 2 years, and there've only been about 3 solid 3-hour Raws I can think of off the top of my head. One being the 3-hour Raw that we had after SummerSlam, this year. The other was after WrestleMania last year, and then the other one was where Mark Henry had his retirement speech and ended up turning on John Cena. And winning the title shot. Those were the only 3 solid 3-hour Raws I remember that stood out to me. But since then, it's been garbage. I mean, it's so terrible to the point where now they're filling third hours with just foolishness. I mean, a freaking bunny and Hornswoggle dressed up as a crocodile chasing a bull. To me, it's foolish. It's foolish. It's foolishness. It's foolishness. And to me, I think in some regards, it's a little bit disrespectful and kind of slapping the wrestling fans in the face. I don't care if you're a hardcore wrestling fan, WWE fanboy, casual fan, whatever. In my opinion, I think it belittles and it slaps the wrestling fans in the face, because it's like, we don't want this. What are you doing, WWE? What are you doing? So the 3 hours, I don't think works very well for WWE. They need to go back to 2. Second problem: WWE has too many writers. They have over 30 writers in their team. Who has a 30 writing staff to write a 3-hour show on a weekly basis? 2 if you want to put in 5 if you want to put in SmackDown, 5 hours. So you have 5 hours of mainstream television. I'm not even counting NXT or Raw or anything else like that. Too many cooks in the kitchen. And you see that with the WWE. Just way too many cooks in the kitchen with WWE, and because there's too many cooks in the kitchen, it's chaos behind the curtains, and that shit overflows into the ring, which you can see clearly and light as day. Whereas with NXT, the reason why NXT that works so much is not only because they let the talent do what they do best, but NXT only has 3 writers, 2 to 3 main writers. That's it, and it works, and it fits. So that's another problem I think that Raw has been having for years, but it's just really there. And the last and final but not least, WWE right now, they do lack star power, main event star power. They do. John Cena and Randy Orton are probably the only top 2-tier guys they have on the roster right now. Punk is gone. Dan Bryan is out at the moment. My problem I have with WWE, though, is that, yes, you may lack main event star power, but you have stars on your roster that you could be making into the next main event stars to replace or hold the fort down for when guys like your Cena's or your Daniel Bryans get hurt or injured, or when you have your Brock Lesnar's who will work, limited date schedules to fill in those voids. WWE aren't doing that. You've got a crop full of talent down from NXT up to your main roster. WWE, you can say, has the most tremendous talent pool of stars, crop of talent that they've had in the last 12 years, hands down. And that's counting from NXT up to the main roster, the stars that they have, from the female roster to the guys. The problem is that you have guys like Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler, Bray Wyatt, Biggie Langston, and these are just guys I'm mentioning purposely on the main roster. You have these young crop of talents, these young stars, and you're doing nothing with them. Now, I know it takes time to make stars and whatnot, and I'm all about, giving time for a character to be developed, for a wrestler to get over. However, WWE aren't really giving them that opportunity or that time to shine. And when they do give them that specific spot or moment, they waste it by having Cesaro, for example, stop doing this King of Swing thing, which got him over. Oh, but he's a heel. Heels shouldn't be cheered. Bullcrap. That's what got him over with the fans. He can still be a heel, but if it makes him popular and over with the crowd, why take that away from him? Why pull him away from Paul Heyman? You only used him just to keep Paul Heyman on TV until Brock Lesnar came back. Now that Brock Lesnar's back, you're going to split them up. Doesn't make sense. Very misused tremendously. Dean Ambrose can only do so much by himself. Roman Reigns needs to be repackaged. And I love Roman Reigns. I do. But I think this is a time for them to do something with Roman Reigns, do something different, and to repackage him. They hyped it up for over a week. Oh, Roman Reigns is going to be with us live via satellite. Via satellite came, he was there for like 30 seconds. It's like, what the hell, WWE? They better repackage him. They better repackage him good when he gets back. Otherwise, people already hate him now. But I explained that in my previous video. But these are all just the reasons why and more why I think Raw has been just sucky and terrible, and why I've been, haven't really been up to date, really. Not really up to date, but keeping abreast on talking about certain topics, because they haven't done anything that interests me to talk about. You guys let me know what you think about in the comment box below about all these things and more. Do you agree, disagree? Comment, subscribe, peace, and again, check out Lucha Underground's promotion video. They debut on October 29th, which is a Tuesday. Peace.